Okay, so we're going to begin. We have our first application. We have Simon. He had come back back in February and in March for a sign for his building. I don't know if any of you recall House to Home. Hold on one second, and I'm gonna just, can you hear me? Okay. So I'm just gonna go over the minutes from that meeting. The last notes that I have was the board had asked the applicant to drop the sign to be more centered between the second-story windowsill and the top of the first-story windowsill, and to show the net.
I don't know how to message the.
Hold on.
I can text him on his phone.
Yeah, text him on his phone and say, I'm standing by.
Sorry, let me just mute everyone.
Standing by with volume turned off. If you need.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I'm gonna go back. So the last notes we had asked the applicant was to center the sign between the, hold on, return with the changes. For the sign to be more centered between the second-story windowsill and top of first-story windowsill, and to show gooseneck lighting on the rendering so that the board can review and approve. The applicant had, the board had asked the applicant to return. The applicant stated he will return at a later date. So Simon has returned now with revised plans. Do you want to share, Simon? Do you need me to share?
Yes, I guess if you could, please. I don't know how to do it.
Sure, no problem. Give
Thank
me
you
one
so
minute.
much.
Yep. Okay, can everyone see that?
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so do you want to talk, Simon? And I'll just
Sure.
pull down the sign.
Thank you. Originally, the sign had been placed over the right-hand side, over the door and the right window, and it was smaller. You had asked me to move it over to the left, and on the second application, the placement of the sign was too high and under the windows on the second floor, so you asked me to lower that down. You had also asked me about adding on the lighting. I've actually removed the lighting from the application, and my application now is just for the sign, and I've moved it down to where I believe is what you asked for it to be. I guess that's it for now. So I appreciate your guidance, and hopefully now will be approved and we can get the sign up.
So this top image is what is the current application?
This is the current application, yes.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like the comments are addressed, so I'm fine with it.
I think there's an improvement. I think it was kind of jammed in above that door, and it didn't seem to work really well. I think it worked really nicely with the window and looks good to me.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too.
Yeah, I'm good.
Thank you. Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, of course.
You've been approved, Simon. It'll now go to the building inspector, so just make sure that you have your contractor send us their information before it can go up. He needs to get it approved by Tom.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for the guidance, and thank you for the board.
All right, have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
Okay. Our next application is also a return. They're from our last meeting, 6 Lakeview Road. Let me go back to my notes. Okay, so the homeowner's application is for a home fire remediation to build back to a pre-existing size and style. The board had suggested that if he was keeping the same ranch massing to study and work on the size of windows, the rhythms of the window, the screen porch, possibly moving the front door, and more detail to the drawings. So Michael, I believe, is on.
Hi, yes. So thank you. I took the majority of the review board's ideas into consideration. The fabricator's architect is now on board. The drawings I submitted were my attempt. So he has now sent over his. So could I share the screen he sent over his drawings? Is that okay, Daisy? Can I share my screen?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so this is what he sent me. So what we did was the architectural review board asked that the be symmetry over the garage. The garage is what you see from the road. So we put a gable over the garage, and then a second gable, that will continue out over the screened-in porch. The window that you see to the right is it was a double casement before, and now it's a single. We also, if you're looking at the right elevation or what technically is the front of the house, we put another gable here to add character to the roof line, which is what they had asked for. And over the living room, which is in the middle of the house here, we changed like an eyebrow window to a more, appeasing window above. The only thing is the window all the way to the right had to remain a double casement. Actually, the architect found that and it was a single casement, but he had to put in a double because that's the only window in the room. And he said he needed the size that big of a window for the IRC to let the light into the room. So that window has to be a double casement, he said, as per code. Again, we centered the screened-in porch door over the gable. The left elevation, the drawing at the bottom, there was a garden window they didn't like. It didn't seem to fit in with the other windows. And the window that is now in the middle was a double casement. They asked it to be symmetric with the other windows. All the windows are 80 inches to the top of the window from the bottom of the floor. So they all match up. This is just the rear elevation. He made some minor changes to the floor layout too, just, squaring things off and, like changing, not too much. This is he changed the roof a bit. And so this is the roof drawing. And this is the basement. I don't think that you cared too much about that. So he also added stairs, in the front, as you can see. They kind of wanted to see how egress would go in and out of the house. And I had shown the full foundation. They kind of wanted to see the, the finished grade. So he's shown the finished grade here now. I believe we have addressed all their comments. So is there any comments, questions?
Oh, I wasn't there last time, so I just have a general question. Maybe you talk that roadside front elevation. What is that panel?
That's his attempt of the driveway going into the garage. I guess that's supposed
No. That I understand, but I mean, behind it looks like a grill. Is that the side?
Correct. That's a screened-in porch. That's his version of the screening.
Oh, it's a porch.
That's
a
a screened-in
porch.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is there
So
really?
that is a screen.
Pardon?
That's supposed to be a screen, and the sill is almost all the way to the floor, to the deck or whatever. Yeah.
Below that is a slab. It's up about 16 inches off the ground, so it sticks up higher.
But that's the floor. That's the inside floor of the deck or whatever. The screen porch. Yes.
Correct. Yes, that's the floor slab.
So
Correct.
that okay.
Yeah.
And is there really going to be a little bit of shingle to the right of that screen, like a little peek through of?
To the right of the screen? No, I don't. Yeah, you're right. That would not be that way. That would be screening all the way around. That would be a column, I would assume.
Oh, okay, okay.
There would be
Yeah.
posts, yes, on both sides, because it looks like it kind of runs into that wall.
You're 100% right. Again, he just got this on Friday. He got, so
Yeah,
he literally
it
got
says-
these drawings to me today. So
So maybe you could show us the plan very quickly. Maybe it's drawn in the plan the way it's supposed to be built.
in my plan, it shows it with posts. Whoops,
I mean, the plan that represents that part of the
correct. So,
house,
so here's the plan.
right? And where's the screen porch?
On the, on the left-hand side.
You can actually point it out with yours. Oh, yes, I see.
Right here.
So it does the screen run into the thing. There is not the screen. It needs something to hold that screen. Yes.
And right. And so I don't know if you could see right here, he's got a double column. I would have put a single column, but he shows like.
No, but on the other side, No, not that side. The side next to the garage. Yes. It
Yeah, there
looks
would
like-
have to, yeah, in my drawing, there was a column there too, and there would have to be a column there also.
Right, because it has to be just to build.
100%, I agree. Yep. And the old drawing did have it. I guess in his rush, he must have deleted it.
Hey, Michael, do you have the submittal from last meeting?
Yeah,
that
Daisy should be able to pull that up. I mean, I could find it, but
That had some of the photographs of the.
yeah,
of the,
Daisy, could you pull that up? You probably could get it quicker.
Sure, give me 1 second. You have to
Now,
stop.
again, this was my attempt, so he changed some roof lines and things.
You
like
have to stop sharing your screen.
that. Okay,
It might be good to get some context.
sure.
Um,
Oh, those are the old photos. The ones that were for this.
Oh, for this submission?
No,
Yeah, although there should be in this
No.
the layout, we can see the floor plan, the layout, which shows the columns that they were talking about.
well, I think this would be good to actually look at the site, look at the photos
Okay.
again for a few of the members that weren't present
Gotcha.
in the last meeting, and see how we've evolved from where we were.
Right. So that was a garden window. They said it wasn't symmetric with the other windows. So I got rid of that. And the rest was basically a lot of these other photos of the neighborhood houses. And then so here we go. There would be the floor plan number 12. Go to, I think 12 would be the floor plan. If you zoom in on the screened-in porch, you should be able to see the posts, the columns, I mean.
Mhm.
I also, the photos or the drawings that I attempted kind of give you a better idea what it's going to look like. I did it in a different view, so it looks a little bit better. Again, the roof line is going to look a little different than what the architect came up with.
Do you want me
but-
to go to those plans?
If you could, I think they would get a better idea of what it's going to look like.
All right, give me a second.
I think mine was standard view and his is a vector view.
Is this what you need?
Yes.
Okay.
So he had made yeah, here you go. So he made it again, a few changes. He basically has another gable on the garage side. He also brought the roof out so that he could bring the bay window to be, over the overhang.
So that is the last submittal, or is this the one?
This was
This is today's submittal.
this was a week ago. I submitted this before the
Okay,
architect.
right. No, but I mean, for this meeting, basically.
Yeah, this was my attempt at trying to
Okay.
address the board's comments. Like I said, what he submitted then is more buildable.
Right, I understand.
Yeah, this is supposed to be a trust, so he was like, they really can't do it this way, so he had to do it the other way, and then it'll be a false gable front facing the screened porch.
And there's also this rare elevation, which also I would like to see the plan very quickly so that I understand. There's no too many windows on that one. I understand it's in the rear, rear of the house.
You're talking about this window down here?
No, there's another elevation. I think the last one, the number 5, that drawing, yes, is that rear back elevation.
So unfortunately, the architect pointed out that basement window can't be there because it's actually in the stairs. He's right.
It's actually what? I'm sorry?
That window falls in the stairs. So he's right. I can't put that window there. I would like to move it over to the to the section right under the other window, the middle window. I think there's enough room to move it there.
Can we go back to his drawings, to the architect's drawings, just for a second,
Sure, I've got it.
and show the same view?
Yeah, I got to share my screen. He doesn't show any basement windows there.
Right, but
Yeah,
more
but I already plan on putting a window there. I agree. Let's see, that'd be this view here.
Okay, so beyond this this main facade, what is the what's the space behind that, where there's only one window on the side?
So basically, what this is we've actually put an addition here. This section is now squared off. This was a revision where we squared this off, so you're not seeing. This becomes all one wall, and the reason there can't be a window there is this is the walk-in closets. If you go, let's see, if you go to the floor,
Okay.
let's see if I can scroll to the right here. It's a walk-in closet, so to put a window there.
I see. There's basically all closet wall.
Yeah,
I
this
see.
is the back of the house, so yeah,
Mhm.
nobody can see it, or nobody's ever going to see it.
Right.
That's the reason why I eliminated that window.
Right.
I do want to put a basement window though, like I said, where that other window was, I'd like to put it like basically down in the basement here.
Okay. Now I understand. My other suggestion would be to make a bigger window in the bathroom, because you could center it in the bathroom and make it a little bit larger, get more light into the bathroom. It's always nice.
Yeah. Sure.
The other thing would be to just for the submittal for the building department to maybe, for me, that front elevation, because that's how people are going to approach the house. They're going to see the double garage doors.
Yeah.
And that screen porch. That screen porch could be really, defined attractively because it is the main view when you approach the house.
I'm not quite understanding what you mean about
The
that.
one that I was in the beginning. Oh yes, here.
Okay.
You see.
You mean just
So-
have him clean it up? How? I'm not following.
Well, that's what I said. So it's symmetrically rendered and built. There is a square or rectangle, like you just said and agreed that there is going to be a column or something. So
right. Yeah. So
the
yeah,
other
he
thing
could
I
clean
would
that up.
suggest that there is some sort of. I see the other two windows have similar head height. That also is nice. All of us, the head height of that screen could match either the garage door or the other windows.
100%.
Okay, so
I
all
told
these
them that
little
already,
details
too.
would make it a little bit more pleasant in terms
Yeah,
of.
I actually raised I told them to raise the garage doors to make it symmetric with the height of the screened-in porch.
Right.
So that they were 7-foot doors, they're now 8-foot doors. But that should be higher. I agree. That doesn't look right. The screened-in porch is going to be higher.
So these are my comments. I mean, I would like them
Yeah.
to be somehow addressed so that,
Yeah, yeah. So, yep, so clean up the column on the screened-in porch. Bring up the height of the screened-in porch on
and
this-
relate the head height to the screen to something that is surrounding either the windows or the,
Yeah. So, yeah, so bring it up to the top of the window right here, right?
yeah, for example,
I
yes.
agree. Yep. To top, just let me write this down. Top.
And maybe enlarge that bathroom window, just also.
Yeah. I can definitely do that.
Or
that's
make it a double, whatever.
Yeah, I can't make it taller, but I can make it wider.
No, wider, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. No
You'll get
problem.
more light.
Yep, great. I like that. And let's see, what else did I write down? Larger bathroom window, and then put a window in the basement on that other in the back. I can
If
squeeze a
if
window.
you
in.
can, yeah, so.
All right.
So these are my comments.
Okay. Thank you.
Agree with Claudia. Those are all good comments.
Any other comments?
Is he gonna resubmit to make sure that the drawings and matches the design intent?
So I have to resubmit anyway because I have to make the revision to the addition.
Okay.
So I could do it
Perfect.
there if you want to have another meeting. That's fine.
My one comment was in the one bedroom that we talked about the elevation and not having windows, the idea that the walk-in closet is on the outside of
Yeah.
the on the outside walls.
Yep.
I'm not particularly sure why it was designed that way. When there's plenty of interior wall space that you could use, that it might be something you would look at so you can introduce more light into a bedroom.
So again, we made this window bigger to introduce more light. And again, because it's on, because you have the triangular windows, you have a bay window, it's sitting set back. The architect was not afraid of symmetry, of losing symmetry by using a double casement there.
Yeah, but as an architect too, I don't usually like to put closets on outside windows or outside walls either. So I guess we design differently, but that might be something to look at.
I could ask him to send something to me, but yeah, there would be a jog in the room maybe, because the other walk-in closet goes into what would be that room. So maybe that's why he did it. So, and you'd have a jog there because the bathroom has to be in the back.
Well, I mean, you could move both the closets. So, I mean, it might be something to look at. You could introduce more windows, but
I'll talk to him about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of in the master bedroom wanted to leave those two windows like that to put the bed in between. I could make them a little bigger.
That's all I have.
Okay.
All right, Michael. So our next meeting is September 21st, 2 weeks from now. So as long as you can submit everything to me the Wednesday before, I can add you on the agenda, okay?
Okie dokie.
All right, Michael, have a good night.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Good night.
So our next application is a sign application for Make Inspires. Is anyone here? Okay, no.
Daisy, can we say a little bit about that before we close that out? They were approved the last time based on a building permit. So they have gotten their building permit. They will be getting their CO tomorrow. So they are technically approved from the last board based on that. So they really didn't need to come tonight unless they wanted to.
It was a kind of a contingency on getting the CO, wasn't it, Tom?
Yes, sir. That is correct. So they will be getting the CO tomorrow. So therefore we can approve the sign permit soon thereafter.
Okay, so we're good. They don't need to return.
Correct, thank you.
I think the only thing they talked about, Daisy, was possibly coming back for an additional sign in the little corridor.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so let's move on to the next. 35 Oak Hill Road. Architect is Croak. Homeowners are Charles and Liliana. Hi, Patrick. You're on mute. Patrick, you're on mute.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Patrick Croak, architect for the project. I see Mr. and Mrs. Roush are also on the call, in case you have any questions for them. If I can share my video on my screen,
Sure.
I can go through the project.
Yes.
What this project involves is a small addition to the front of the house for a new entry, an entry porch, reconfiguration of some of the steps, landscaping that's in the front.
Patrick, can we take a look at the existing conditions photos
Sure.
first?
So this is existing. This is existing conditions. The new entry porch is going in this area. Is this area right here. This area right here. Right now, the steps come up and then turn to the left, so they would end up going straight through. It would use the same materials, bluestone treads, and engineered blocks for the walls. The siding gets changed to a new vinyl siding. We're adding some details at the roof and around the windows. And a few of the windows on this corner, these windows here, and these windows here are being replaced. The rest of the windows are remaining. We have some additional photos if you'd like to see them. These are the neighboring houses. Yeah. So that's what we've got. The roof will remain the same. We're patching in where the new porch addition is going. And this stone veneer on the bottom is being replaced with a new stone veneer from Bedford stone, the thin stone. Okay, we'll go back to the drawings.
Yeah, that's fine.
So foundation plan just shows where the new porch and entry are going. Couple of pillars out here. So we've got the covered porch. These are existing steps. These are new steps, and these are new steps coming up into the entry, which goes and leads into the house. Here's the existing conditions. Existing conditions, you come up the stair, you turn to the left, and you arrive at the house this way, through a small door into a very tight entry. These are the windows, the W1s and the W2s back here that are being replaced. It's these four on the corner. And then as we go upstairs, there are no changes upstairs. But again, these four windows are being replaced. So we're showing existing conditions on the elevations and the revised elevations. So this is the new porch that's going in. Again, new siding, new trim around the windows, new trim on the roof. Vinyl siding, square vinyl corner boards. Aluminum wrapped on most of the other trim. That's the front. And the sides. So these are the 4 windows that are being replaced on the side. And then on the rear, these are the 4 windows being replaced, matching the existing in the same openings. I did do an updated elevation with something that a little more appropriately matches the siding. In the package that we submitted, we did include catalog cuts of the siding that's proposed. Here's a sample of it. It's actually pretty nice for vinyl siding. It's got nice deep shadow lines. You can see over the video. Nice deep shadow lines that look nice on the house. So this is the color that's selected for the siding. It's a light gray, just like the sample. And everything else on the house will be white. And these are the neighboring houses, which I showed you before on the larger photos. Any questions?
Nothing for me. Looks good.
No, I think
I like it too. I have just a question here for if we stay with that drawing, the rear elevation. I know you are changing these windows and you are putting in the same openings, and that's the reason. But there was no, we couldn't like move that upper window so that it would align with the lower one. There was that doesn't. It's too much.
I think we've got a roof issue in here.
I see. That is the upper floor. Okay. And another little comment: the gable.
Yeah, I think this valley comes through that area.
I see. And the other, the entrance the addition is really nice. I like it. But if we can go to that front, yes. The gable of that portico, would it be? There's no way you can align with the other gable. To be
the only way to do that is to lower the whole thing and then the eaves won't align, or change the pitch, which I think would look awkward.
No, not changing the pitch. I was just thinking that aligning.
I think if we lowered the ridge with the same pitch, then these the eaves would end up being down in this area, sort of a third of the way into the windows.
I was thinking moving it all to the right a little bit, so that but maybe it's impossible with the plan. I didn't see. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
when
we lose the closets here, or if we flip the closet to this side, we lose the window.
Okay, well, so that I wanted to just
Of course.
see if that was possible. Otherwise, it's all good for me.
yeah, I like it. It's nice.
Yeah.
Comments on that front elevation, the middle window on the first floor, that's getting replaced in the
Yes,
same location. Is there any reason why it's not centered below that second floor window to the left? That one right there, yep. If you go on the front elevation,
right, would end up coming over to here.
it
Well,
reads a little
they
bit better.
were
on the
looking for it to
front.
be centered on the furniture in the room. I don't know if the furniture can slide over a foot to make that work.
And then the other thing, I mean, it's not a game changer for me. I was just wondering why it was not centered. And then again, on the front entrance, I think I understand why it looks asymmetrical is because there's just the one side light on the front door.
Yes,
Because on the other side you have the closet. Okay.
correct.
Yeah, I have to
Yeah.
say that that's also, it's either having one or not having at all, because it kind of
Yeah, I was
looks,
gonna say, we can go with a door without a side light.
yeah, maybe a larger door, a little bit wider, but without that, yeah, I actually I agree.
Well,
with
if it's a 3-foot door now. I'm sure you want to go much wider in a small house like this.
So then, yeah, so then maybe get rid of that sideline.
Mhm.
Because it kind of, it does look uneven.
Understand what you're saying.
I think it looks great. Other than those things.
Yeah, I agree. It's good.
Okay. Travis?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
All
Fine
right.
with the comments.
All right, then you've been approved, Patrick.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, have a good night.
Before Tom looks at them, we need to get some details and some structure and some other things added to the drawings. We'll resubmit shortly on that.
Will do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Our next application is 1 Allison Lane. We have Danny Robbins. And do we have the architect?
Yes, that would be me, Dan Kochaneski. I work with Peter Shinoda, who is the architect of record.
Okay. Can you share your screen?
Sure. Hang on. Share the screen and let's go. Okay, do you see it all?
Yep.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Okay, let's back up a few pages here. So the project is for a small 20-foot by 22-foot pool, open air pool pavilion, opening to the swimming pool at, in the backyard of the property. Let's see here. Let's go. You can see here the site, and it's quite wooded. The views from, other than the approach view, the views from Allison Lane are pretty much filtered by a lot of trees. The project site is right here on this end of the pool. If we go back to you can see it on our site plan here. So here's Allison Lane. Here's our driveway. Here's the main house, swimming pool, and our new pavilion going in here. Here's some views from other parts of the site. Here's the view of the house itself. And you can see the existing entry of the house, a house mostly clad in white siding and some random ashlar patterned stone. And our design basically, works within that vocabulary. Simple hip roof structure with 4 stone-clad posts in the corner in that random ashlar pattern. The site, as you see, slopes toward the road. So you can see that here in the elevations. So it slopes down. So there's about a 7-foot differential drop in the grade as you go toward the road across that. So this would be the elevation seen from the road. But again, because of all the trees and that, I think you'd probably have pretty filtered views toward the construction. Let's look a little bit at actually, let's go back to the color rendering. We can zoom in on that a bit. So here's the view from the pool. And so you see the stone piers in the corner. There's a simple, very small sort of box that contains a little pantry with no plumbing and a little changing room behind it. And then a gas fireplace, chandelier, a couple of sconces on the front piers of the structure, but no lighting on the back pier on the roadside. The paving of the bluestone paving of the swimming pool terrace continues into our space. The rest of the materials are the copper, traditional round copper gutters and downspouts, the white verge boards and the brackets. So we're trying to give some articulation and scale to it. And then, a simple hip roof with a slight curves as it gets down toward the eaves, stone chimney. Let's get back, hang on a second here. So here's the plan, little changing room, little pantry, fireplace, and basically open. Here's our reflected ceiling plan, all exposed rafters and tongue and groove sheathing. Here's some details. So you can see the decorative brackets at the eaves of the roofs and the gutter and the trim boards here. We're trying to integrate some heating, electric heating. There's no plumbing being done in this job other than running some gas for the fireplace, and the heating itself will be electrical. And then the character of the stone that we're trying to get is something that would match what's happening on the house. Hang on a second, I have some better photos of the house. So a random ashlar pattern, in this kind of colorway. Our colorways are trying to be, fairly neutral and subdued. And I think that's pretty much it. We have our TV above the fireplace, and our chandelier. Any questions?
None for me. It's a handsome structure.
Thank you.
I like it very much.
Nope, looks good here.
I just so the TV is seasonal, I presume. Yes, it's going to be there only during the summer, probably. Yes.
Probably. We haven't spec'd the TV out yet. There are some outdoor TVs that they make, but they tend to be a little bit bulky in the cases and that. But it's something we have to discuss with the client and figure out what's the best approach for that.
But it's a very nice pavilion. Very nice.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay. It's been approved and you're all set.
Great. Thank you so much.
Have a good night.
Thanks, you too.
Okay. Our last application is 43 Kitchell Road.
Hi, Mark Mustacato, architect for Gary Schneidman at 43 Kitchell Road. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'll share my screen.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. So this is an aerial view of the property on Kitchell Road. So this white line here, this is Kitchell Road, and the highlighted area, that's the property. That little thing right there is the house at that scale. This is a picture of the front of the house. So what we're doing is we're adding over on the left side of the house. I'll show you that. And we're also changing the kitchen, renovating the kitchen. So we're removing this bay window, removing this window, and we're going to change the windows there at the kitchen. This is the left side of the house. Again, this area here is where the addition is being built out. The right side of the house, nothing really happening there, but that's what it is. And then this is the rear of the house again, where we're adding out to the left over here and out to the rear. We're adding a little roofed area to the deck over here and adding a dormer on the second floor. So I will take you through the plans, if that's okay. Oh, let me show you also, this is the neighboring house to the right of us and the neighboring house to the left. So let me take you back to the beginning, sorry. So looking at the site plan, let me scroll over here. So this is the property, Kitchell Road is here. So we're proposing to add out an addition here, which is basically 1.5 story, matching the roof lines of the house, and also adding a little roofed area here off the deck. So go to the elevations. So front elevation, again, this is the area where the existing kitchen is. We're going to remove the bay window that's here. This is brick veneer right now, so we're going to cut down the brick to the windowsill height. I'll zoom in a little bit on there, to the windowsill height, and put the new window in and then match the existing cedar shingles on the side there. And there are corner boards on the house also. And then this area here, we're extending flush with this piece of the house, match this roof line and build out a setback section here on the left. As far as the roof lines on the left there. So again, we'll extend this existing pitch, that existing roof out, match the existing pitch with a second gable that's like slightly stepped down. And then this is a master suite addition, bumps out towards the rear. And in the background there, you have this roofed porch area that we're adding off the deck with like a little connecting piece here. And on the deck, we're it's pressure treated decking and railing. Now we're going to replace that with composite material, composite railing, composite deck. And then this is the rear elevation. So again, you can see where we're building out this addition here. Again, extending the existing roof, match the existing roof shingles. This is a new window in the master bedroom. And this is a dormer up on the second floor. And again, looking at it, you see this roofed area added to the deck. And then this is looking at it from the opposite side. So we'll take you through the plans a little bit here. So this is the existing floor plan. You enter here. This is the existing kitchen that is getting renovated. Step up a few steps up to a family room area that's built under the roof here above the garage, little mudroom, laundry room out to the deck, and then dining room, living room, staircase up and down here, master suite as it is now, and then 2 bedrooms and a bathroom here. Foundation plan. So this is the proposed floor plan. So again, we're going to remove the bay window here and square off the kitchen wall, open up the kitchen to the dining room, make a bigger opening to the living room. And this is where we're bumping out. We're going to extend this line of the existing bathroom to increase the size of that hall bath. So we get a double vanity there and a separate area for the toilet and the bathtub. Open this area up to become the master bedroom itself, a little dressing area with a linen closet, 2 walk-in closets, and then the master bathroom here with a shower and a tub. And again, off the deck, we have this little connecting piece here that will lead to this new roofed area. So they have a roofed eating area to eat outside. And then on the second floor, this is the existing second floor. You come to the top of the stairs here. There's this existing bedroom here that's above the master bedroom. So what we're going to do is build a dormer out here to open that room up and get a little more light. And then under the roof of the addition is a new bathroom for that bedroom. As far as materials, everything will match the existing. This cedar shingles will match the existing color and exposure, match the existing asphalt shingle roof. And the windows, the new windows are all Anderson 400 series with simulated divided lights. So can take you back through any elevations or answer any questions that you might have. No?
No, I think it's good.
Okay.
I live in the neighborhood, so I'm familiar with the house.
Yeah, it's a nice big piece of property. The house is set back quite a bit, so this will be pretty private.
Yeah, I also don't have any questions. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with everybody. It's a nice little addition.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, looks like you've been approved.
All right. Thank you.
All right, have a
Good
good
night.
night.
Thank you.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Our next meeting will be September 21st.
Very nice.
All right. Have a good night, all.
All right, good night.
Thank you. Good night, all.
Bye.